Anthropic says every future Claude model will hide a watermark in its text. Not in images, not in files, in the words themselves. The reason is a law, not a lab. As of August 2nd, the EU requires any AI provider serving its market to mark AI-generated content. Anthropic signed the EU Code of Practice on Transparency of AI-Generated Content back in July 2026, alongside roughly 190 other signatories. This isn't a feature, it's compliance. Anthropic's first support document said the watermark is imperceptible. No change to meaning, no change to quality, no change to readability. That's the whole pitch. You can't see it and it doesn't cost you anything. One problem. That first document didn't explain how any of it actually worked. A commentator flagged it directly. Anthropic offered not even a vague description of the mechanism. The claim showed up before the document did. Here's the mechanism once you dig it out. The model picks a randomized set of green tokens before generating a word, then softly nudges sampling toward those tokens. That idea isn't new. It's the core method from a 2023 ICML paper by Kirschenbauer, Geiping, and 4 co-authors, tested on a multi-billion parameter OPT model. Anthropic traces the lineage further back than that. Its own write-up says the approach belongs to a family going back to a 2022 proposal by Scott Aronson, all sharing one design principle. The watermark only changes the source of randomness used to pick among words. Claude's specific version is licensed from Google. Anthropic states plainly that its watermark is a version of SynthID-Text, the approach Google DeepMind published in Nature in 2024. Google already runs this in production, watermarking every response in Gemini and Gemini Advanced. Does it actually cost nothing as claimed? Google's own Nature paper ran the numbers. Thumbs-up rate differed by 0.01% between watermarked and unwatermarked models. Thumbs down differed by 0.02%, both statistically insignificant, well inside the 95% confidence interval. On this evidence, the no-quality cost claim checks out. Anthropic also says watermarking adds no extra tokens and won't make Claude more expensive. It says the mark carries no identifying information. It can't be traced to a specific person, organization, or chat. So it's a yes-no signal, not a fingerprint. That's a meaningfully smaller claim than it might first sound like. The threshold matters too. The regulation applies to text longer than 200 tokens. Anthropic's language covers exactly that ground. All new Claude models will adulterate every bit of text longer than 200 tokens, about 150 words, including everything shown to users. Short chats slip under the wire. Most real answers don't. So can you just strip it out? Anthropic's own answer is a hedge. Light editing probably won't remove the watermark completely. A complete rewrite where every word gets replaced will. And a Claude-produced translation still carries the mark because Claude is still the one choosing every word. That hedge is where the academic literature gets uncomfortable. A separate 2023 paper, revised as recently as May 2025, accepted at ICML 2024, proves that strong watermarking is impossible under well-specified assumptions. And that holds even when insertion and detection share a secret key unknown to the attacker. They didn't just prove it. They built a generic attack that needs no private key and no knowledge of which scheme is running. Pointed at 3 existing LLM watermarking schemes, it removed all 3 watermarks, with only minor quality loss. Anthropic's complete rewrite threshold may be higher than reality requires. Meanwhile, someone already built the light edit tool. James Podolsky's Claude does exactly one thing: paste in AI-flavored text, get the same content back as plain prose. It doesn't claim to defeat cryptographic watermarking. It exists anyway. Anthropic says a detection API is coming soon. No date. No word yet on whether it'll hold up against the kind of attack that's already published, peer-reviewed, and sitting on Ahrefs.